Alright. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We've got SERRAL in the bottom right side of the map. Best of 5 here. Up against Bunny, who's going command center first into double gas. And a low ground barracks wall off with no... This is a no ramp map. Oh, if I saw this, I'd be so tempted to do a Ravager Ling all in. Because it is so hard to defend when this depot gets busted through. But I think it's a good idea against SERRAL, because SERRAL unlikely to go for something that aggressive. SERRAL playing a very typical hatch gas pool so far, though. So he does have the early gas. He's got that aggressive potential. And this is, of course, the quarterfinals of the Maestros of the game. €25,000 prize pool tournament with a top 4 or top 3. I think it's top 4 finals being played in about 2 weeks' time at LAN in Paris. Live tickets already sold out. So if you didn't get any, unfortunate. Shout out to Comeback TV, of course, for running the tournament. And you guys can see some of the sponsors on the stream and all that sort of stuff. Big thanks to all of them for supporting Comeback TV and for them letting us commentate. They are, of course, French commentators. So letting all sorts of other language commentators in to commentate the game is something we all really appreciate. 3 Marines coming out. Interesting. So that delays the reactor massively. Is Bunny going to do one of these Gumiho builds where he starts building Hellions straight away, one at a time? Yeah, this looks like a Gumiho special. Into double Starfort, my man! Okay, is it Speed Banshees or Battle Cruisers, ladies and gentlemen? 3rd gas goes down, 4th gas goes down. Enough Marines to easily shoot down an Overlord. Wall up is there, but I mean, this is so sus. No add-ons. SERRAL is like, what are you doing, man? And you have to go fast layer with SERRAL. But I don't know if he knows that. Like, fast layer is the best way, if you're being scouting blocked, to figure out what's happening. He's back on gas at the normal time. I actually think a 2nd gas right now is amazing, but it doesn't really speed up your layer very much. Fusion core's on the way. Yeah, okay, I did say this was probably the series that was most likely to be the fastest one today, because Bunny would cheese the heck out of it, and he'd make it either a fast, cheesy victory or losses. This could be one where he does damage. Oh, the Overlord's sneaking around the back. The Marine doesn't see him. He sees him. Bunny, he saw him. He's got to move the Marines up there. Bunny, he had vision, but he missed it. He's distracted by the Zergling poking the wall. He's building a tank right now. He's worried about being all in. He's letting SERRAL in. I mean, it's good scouting for SERRAL, but massive blunder for Bunny. The Marine glimpsed that Overlord. He did not notice it. And he should have been watching for that edge. I mean, that's the most dangerous scouting angle for you in this map. And now, he's spotted so early. Laz on the way, 5 more drones. SERRAL's going to start pumping queens, because there's no way a Spire is ready in time. He's already got 6 queens. He starts the 7th one. Should start an 8th queen over here momentarily as well. One thing you can do is, if you want to skimp on queens and spores, you can actually go mass roachling and then just basically bust in and kind of all in the Terran, keeping the BCs at home while waiting for your Spire to build. The problem is always if that Spire gets sniped, things can go awry so very quickly. Yamato's coming in and Stim behind it. So no mech follow-up. It will be a 3rd command center into Bio. I think because you've been scouted, you shouldn't build any more than 2 battle cruisers. Usually you build 4 with this before transitioning. I think when it's scouted this early, there's no way the extra battle cruisers are a good investment, because they're going to come into the game after Corruptors are already out. You can see Spire is already building. It's on the natural, because this is one of the safer positions. It does have a Spore Crawler there. I would have built a Spore between the base as well. Like a Spore here and actually a Spore here, just to help, you know, your queens rally between your bases could be good. But SERRAL says, nah, I'll just get 2 in my main. Starts putting a 2nd one near the 3rd as well. Double BC teleport comes in. Good transfuses so far by SERRAL. Loses a couple drones, but nothing too bad. You are expecting some small losses here. These 2 queens gonna, of course, hide behind the Spore Crawlers. BCs try to dive. A little bit of a crazy move there. Spores do insane damage these days, but they're very fragile as well. Battlecruisers taking out 7 drones. I don't think he got rid of any of the queens. Goes back and gets a queen there. And of course, he's just waiting for Yamato to finish so he can get some more. I love that he only built 2 BCs. Good reaction to being scouted here by Bunny. But he's down 14 workers. Once those Corruptors are out, these battlecruisers will need to take cover. Oh, got to pull back the Reddit point 1. It's going to die. Big mistake. Big mistake. He needed to pull the Reddit point 1 back further, and Yamato from the edge where it was mostly safe, maybe only getting hit by 1 or 2 queens at most, loses that battle cruiser, and that undoes most of the damage. Now, to be fair, there's still 8 Corruptors building, so you could argue that's an overbuild for SERRAL. But once he deals with the BC, he can use those to deal with Medivacs, to pee on buildings, to run around the map, just being a nuisance. And the tank bio transition does feel a little bit slow. That being said, double Evo is kind of late, as the investment's been going to Queen Spores and Corruptors. Infestation will come in at a great time, though, for SERRAL. I think he's... yeah, range Carapace for him. So those Roach upgrades. Only 66 drones for SERRAL. 4th base is coming up the north. Thought he would drone a little harder, but he's waiting to get control of the map. Oh, the BC. A little slow on the teleport. Oh, he does save it, though. Gets it back to the production. He's going to try and, of course, nurse him back to health. I kind of feel like he should be in the natural. Like somewhere near this siege tank. He's got to be as far from the edges as possible. Marines do try to stim there to take care of the Corruptors. Looks like one of the Medivacs took big damage. Hive's on the way, 3 Infestors building. SERRAL's going to try and go up from there into Lurkers. So he's going to try and play Roach Hydra Lurker Infestor. Just a few Roach Hydra Lurker Viper. Just going to have a few Infestors to help him survive this push. The Infestors aren't out yet. The push is already coming. He's building drones and Zerglings right now, not Roaches. And I actually think he might be underestimating the power of Bunny's push potential. Corruptors are coming in to do some wee-wee. Does go for the double gas snipe. Not bad, but Bunny's actually got a lot of gas. I don't think he cares too much. Got to be careful with these tanks. Ravager Biles from the high ground will be massive. Oh, that's an easy snipe, but SERRAL a little bit slow. Could have taken that. Infestors hidden on the right side. They're going to come in now. Does bile down one of the siege tanks. Fungal lands on a good pack of Marines in the middle. Ravager's starting to get shot down by the battlecruiser. Corruptors aren't here right now. They need to join in. Whenever you're in a pitched battle, you need to be landing hits with those Corruptors. Taking down not just the battlecruiser, but also getting value on those Medivacs. More Roach Infested coming in, but Bunny's got a good position. Marine count is high. No Fungals landing right now. And the Roach Ravager's struggling into this position. This is a bad spot for them to fight, man. Corruptors will come forward and try to take care of the battlecruiser. Looks like that will be a snipe. And it's not able to teleport home in time. The Corruptors have to pull back here. This is always scary on this map. This frontal push through the middle, always a feature of Gressman, man. Okay, triple bile comes down on that siege tank on the left. Great transfuses from the Queens. These Marines in the middle will get taken down or at least pushed back. More Marines come forward though. There's not any Lurkers or Vipers, which are the things you'd really want to deal with this push. Lurkers for the Marines and some abducts on those siege tanks to take care of it. Corruptor's going to come forward. They are taking down some of these Medivacs, but the Roach Ravager Hydra feels like they are taking the worst end of the fight. Good Fungals though, great Fungals, and he's got a good arc. Queen's on the south as well. The Queens come in from the south. Bile spreading across the line, not really landing on anything, but I think it's just enough for Roach Ravager Corruptor. Lings and Hydras rallying in as well. And if he could break this tank position, then SERRAL should have the game in hand. This wasn't 8 racks, it wasn't all in from Bunny. There was no 4th command center, just 60 SCVs. And Bunny goes for the surprise tactics, but he fails to block SERRAL's scouting. And as a result, SERRAL has a smooth game 1. Alright. We've got Bunny in the bottom left side of the map now on Persephone. SERRAL on the top left side. That Overlord scout, man. I actually, you know, I look at how that game went, and I'm like, I don't know, man. If he doesn't get that scout, and SERRAL has to play a bit more of the guessing game, how different does that look? Because as much as that just shuts it down, I even a 20-30 second delay on like the Spire and the extra Spore Crawlers gives much more of an opening for those BCs to do damage. So I really... yeah, I wonder if it would have changed anything. On the other hand, you scouted a guy with a barracks and a factory with no add-ons in the wall. Like, what else could he possibly be doing? It's got to be an airport. Like, it has to be a sneaky 2-starport. I guess he could be going hidden extra factories for mech behind it, but like, you're not building add-ons, you know? I don't know. It's a tough one. I think Serral probably would have been okay either way, but would love to see it play out. Command center first for Bunny, yet again. So you notice he goes 16 on gas, on minerals, and then he just pulls 1 off gas to get to 3 on the saturation. This is not a double gas this time. So Bunny's going to play a quick third command center. So he'll start a Reaper in a moment, a couple of orbitals, and then he'll go for third command center. Probably, I guess, 230. Orbital does start there. Really important to start your orbitals as quickly as possible. And yeah, and then he should have enough minerals at actually as early as 220. That's a very fast third command center. Look at that. Cool build order. Very cool build order. There's 4 lings on the map, but Serral's realizing there is no opening. Actually, if he ran them in right now, he could have done damage just by wasting mining time and the like. But Bunny doesn't know what he's done. Doesn't know it's a pull first. Serral's going to wait for that quick ling speed. Gas pool opening, guys. Gas pool. So early ling speed. He's going to try to run in, take out a bunch of these SCVs. There is no wall off for Bunny right now. That is a poorly placed factory. I think that should have been 1 space to the left, guys. Oh, this could be a big problem. He's not going to have any units ready. It's going to be 8 lings to start. About 6 to 8 more rallying in from behind. No doubt we'll see drones behind that for Serral. He is supply blocked on 36. As he starts the third hatchery and the lings run in. Okay, he's going to go for it. The Marine actually holds the wall off. Oh, sick positioning there by Bunny. But I don't think it's enough because the lings are going to be able to push their way through. And they are getting amazing damage right now. It's just not enough damage output for the Terran. The lings kill everything and Serral's going to get a speed run of game 2. People often think Serral's defensive, let's be greedy. But leaving a hole in your wall is an entirely different level of ridiculousness. And it got him in huge trouble here. Single gas, so his factory Hellion was out incredibly late. Just to explain what Bunny was going for, guys, this was a Maru build, guys. He was trying to go very quick double engineering bait and into an 8 racks. But off of a super greedy build order, he was just hoping Serral would play standard and defensive, and he got caught out. All right, guys. Bunny in the top left side. Down to his last life. I said this would be the quickest series today. Unfortunately, I was open early upset. You know, Bunny gets a map or 2 with some cheeky builds, and then Serral has to fight back as the overwhelming favorite who finds himself in a bad position, but it's going to be pool first yet again, but this time no gas. Remember in that last game, he was hoping for command center first, so he went for the gas because he wanted to take advantage of that slight, about 20-second delay in Hellions coming out with a normal build. Obviously, the Hellions were even slower than we possibly expected. Serral found game-ending damage when he was just looking for an advantage. He was going to take a third, macro up behind it, but now what he's hoping for is that it's a 1-max expand with no SCV scout for Bunny. Because I just don't think Bunny will SCV scout against Serral. And this is why Serral is the best player in the world, why he's the greatest of all time, because he studies his opponents and actually adapts to them. So here he's saying, well, you're going to be worried about going command center first. So you're going to play 1-max expand, the most standard build, but you clearly aren't willing to play safe against me. So you're going to play a bit greedy. You're going to skip the SCV scout. Reaper's going to go across the map, arrive here and go, oh, that hatchery's late. And then 6 lings are going to run in and kill the SCV bot in the command center and potentially kill the command center itself, forcing him to cancel it, rebuild in the main. And of course, Serral, he's just going to go queens behind it, ling speed, more drones, take a third, and once again have a macro advantage. Serral in 2018 didn't play like this. Serral, in his first year of dominance, was just better than everyone at late game, but he'd often go to late game from behind. He never, or very rarely, has to do that these days because he's so good at understanding how his opponents are playing against him. And he realizes Bunny here just has zero faith in playing a macro game straight up against Serral, and with good reason, right? Serral is so damn good in those late macro games, but now he's using this understanding of where Bunny's at in this series to his advantage. The Marine will run back to the high ground, but I think he can go straight after that command center, can't he? Yeah. Oh, don't lose the Zergling. Okay, Marine almost gets his Zergling. Surprised he's not targeting the command center, guys. I thought he'd go for it, you know? But I think he basically said, you never get to kill the command center when it's this far along. I think with 8-lings, you easily kill it. I think, honestly, even with 6, he could have at least forced these SCVs down here a lot earlier. But now the Reaper's back, it's going to be hard to find any SCV kills. Good micro for Bunny. Beautiful micro. Does lose 1 SCV. Make it 2. Serral wants the 3rd. That Zergling going into the main gets the 3rd SCV. The Reaper finally cleans it up. But I gotta say, good handling for Bunny. And Serral may be missing an opportunity by not targeting that command center a little bit harder. 3rd hatchery goes up, 29 drones to 22 SCVs. Remember, there's no 3rd command center started. It's a double gas. I think Bunny wants to play Hellion Banshee into a 2-base Marine tank all-in. Probably thinking about pushing from this side. But, I guess maybe you could push down this left side and try to siege up here. Put a tank there and a tank there. Not a bad way to play. Oh, he's actually doing a Hellbat push. Oh, it's going to be Viking into a medevac. He's going to drop 3 or 4 Marauders with Concussive and go Hellbats with it. Unfortunately for him, he's playing against Serral's Roach Warren, which is going to cause him troubles. Oh, Armory's on the way. Hello. Hello, lovelies. What do we got? Medevac, Hellions, Marauders, Armory's there. Viking's going to take down that Overlord. Great scouting denial. He will see Stim on the tech lab. Does he know it's Stim? He doesn't. That looks like Hellion Banshee. But he's building roaches. Is Serral just planning a Ravager Ling all in? He's going triple gas roaches. He senses something's up. He knows something's up. He doesn't know exactly what it is, but he might be putting 2 and 2 together. I think the Viking denying his scouting has made him a bit worried. And look at that. Oh, the Lings do see the Hellions, which is good that Serral sees them move out, but he's got to, of course, avoid this. Try to intercept the rally. He's got a lot of roaches and things building. Only 4 queens. If he can defend this, his counterattack is going to be vicious. Hellbat's morphing deep on creep. Massive Roachling Queen surround. Oh my lord. The Marauders are mostly attacking Zerglings down the bottom. One of them already has gone down. Roach Queen crushing the south side while these Hellbats go walkabout up north. Roachling just shutting it down. Serral has Lings in the main base at the same time. The SCVs are going to try and surround that. That's not a good fight. Bunny just getting wiped out. It's a hard run in playing Serral in the quarterfinals of the upper bracket, but Bunny will have another chance in the lowers. Serral meeting very little resistance on his way to the semis.